Hello, welcome back to the Grange on Main. I'm Nelson. Well, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. It's a little cool, about 49. Must be a high of mid 70s today. Today is the day that the house comes down. We've gotten everything out that I could possibly get out to keep the debris in the yard to a minimum. But unfortunately, we have talked about it numerous times that I was going to do this with a loader. And I talked to my cousin recently about some other stuff and just asked him what he would, charge, and if he had time to come up here and just put it on the ground. Mainly because the roof structure is just in such bad shape. When I was getting up there messing around, it's very wobbly, and I've still got the septic tank uncovered around back, and I just don't want everything to go catastrophically haywire pushing on it with a loader. Where he has the excavator with a thumb, hopefully he can peel some of the roof section off and get it down beforehand. But that's not to say that things still won't go haywire, but I think we've got a better idea and better plan of attack with his excavator. So unfortunately, that'll be the situation today. So I'm going to spin around here and get one last look and walk around, and it'll probably be the last time you see it standing. So here's the main issue. We've got the septic tank back here still covered up. I did get my permit. I came out and laid out the drain field. Everything was fine. No problems there at all. But, if that wall, as flimsy as everything is, and the mortar in these blocks are not very good, if that falls back, and goes through that tin and would happen to bust a hole in the septic tank, and then just be all over my dirt and everything. Not to say that that won't happen or could happen with him, but I'm hoping with the excavator and the thumb and more precision that he'll be able to pick it apart a little bit easier and kind of halfway separate the wood and the block. But we'll get a walk around here real quick. One last shot of it standing up. We got all the windows out. Of course, the window frames are in. Like I said, there's a whole lot of organization that I'll still have to do even once it's on the ground, as far as separating everything and getting the block hauled off. My buddy's going to take that, hopefully save me a lot. And I'm going to raise the camera up so hopefully you can see that original sand office line there. But this is more for family. The little structure served its purpose for many years. A lot of family members lived here. Grandfather was in and out with the office. It's done well, but it's in way too bad of shape to try and repair. We figured that out really quick. So we're really excited about our modular. Like I said, I'm on a time crunch to get this cleaned up. We've still got the foundation to deal with and get everything cleaned up and hauled off. So lots more to come here on the Grange on Main with the house situation, but get you one last shot of what it looks like standing. There's no need to go inside. It looks identically the same as it did in the last video. All right, we'll see what we can do for footage today, guys. quite the progress behind me. He decided to start on this end, as you've seen, work his way to the back, but I think I just got a good clip of him pulling that back rafter section down, and that's what I'm talking about. And a piece of the block around the window was waving, you know, coming loose. So I don't have any regrets at all about having him do this versus the loader, because I think in the long run I'll come out cheaper than messing around back there around my septic tank. And the evasiveness of the yard is a whole lot less as well. So I don't know, we'll see. Things are going good. So hopefully the footage is turning out good so far. We'll continue to get you what we can. have to say, pretty wild to be sitting here. Let's see, I would be probably right where the kitchen, no, the bathroom, yeah, right where the bathroom sink was, almost where the toilet. Negative flange is back there. Anyway, pretty neat. I wanted him to get it down. He did that. Now we've got to deal with the block. He separated 85–90% of the wood for me, so we got to get the wood hauled off the block. I don't think my buddy's going to be able to keep up with it, so probably what we're ending up going to have to do is haul this down to the back side of my farm and stockpile it for right now, and then he can haul it out as he's ready. We've got other stuff we need to move forward on. I got to get the block up for sure, and then work on cutting and jackhammering the foundation to getting that up. Everything situated, halfway graded out a little bit, and then they'll be ready to come put the footings in. So hopefully you enjoyed it. This one's probably turned out to be a lot longer than the normal videos here. If you're still watching, I do appreciate it. Tried to get some pretty good drone footage today. I left and had to go deal with hay before he got completely the last wall, but I think I got a couple of good shots. So if you're interested in any farming stuff, go over there and check out IP Farms here on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to that. That's my other channel. Try to keep them somewhat separate, keep you guys entertained and interested. So anyway, with that being said, we'll see what happens over the next couple days, and I really appreciate everything, and stay tuned. It's going to get busy now.